The spring sports season's continued last week. Today we talk about your varsity sports with the Princeton Vikings with AD Joe Roberts. Coach, how are we doing this morning?
Hey, Rob, good to see you. It's good to see the sunshine for a little bit because on the way in, I heard on the radio chance of showers and thunderstorms rolling in this afternoon.
What a surprise.
Rob, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a lawn mowing fanatic, and I'm scared to death because I'm going to get behind.
Yeah, you're going to get behind. You might get stuck.
Yeah, I actually, uh, my neighbor has their grass mowed by a company, a lawn service, and I
Yeah.
actually reached out to them yesterday to see if when they are at my neighbor's house, could they just get me this week? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. And the reply was, like you, we are so far behind, we cannot help you.
Can you believe
So
that?
I'm like, well, you're going to be on one of those big mowers. Just keep coming, just
Oh
keep.
my gosh, crazy.
So
It's
yeah, it's crazy.
it's been an interesting spring, but it always is.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it is.
let's talk Vikings baseball. Let's start off with that.
Yeah,
Boy, what a nice season they're having. Let's see, they lost a tough one to Madera last Thursday, but it looks like it was a great game, 3-2 in 8 innings. Uh,
yeah.
Boy, looked like it was a great game. But this week, more GMC play. We've got Oak Hills tonight, Wednesday at Middletown, Thursday playing the Blue Devils of Reading, Friday Middletown, Saturday Cincinnati Country Day. So hopefully the weather holds and we can get 3 or 4 or 5 games in this week.
Yeah, and if you look at the schedule, postpone, postpone, rain, rain, postpone, postpone. Tonight is a big game for us. I mean, we're currently sitting fifth in the league. Uh, Oak Hills is just in front of us, and a lot of that has to do with the shuffling of schedules, no doubt. But
Sure.
tonight's a big game. We need to get in front of them in some way, shape, or form so that we can start to nudge and look at that top four. And this week is a great week for us. We've got the Oak Hills, Middletown, but then we throw Reading in there as a good non-league game. Again, weather permitted, we can get them in. This past Friday, when we lost Oak Hills, was supposed to be senior night. We're going to recognize the seniors this coming Friday night with the Middletown game, and so that'll be really great. It's going to be a great night, I do believe. That we'll have some great weather coming here. April showers do bring May flowers, and
Let's
it's just
hope.
May's. It's here, so it's just a matter of time. But we need this, and then we head into Mother's Day with the sectional and district seed meetings, and so you're looking at getting some good games in this week because you're looking at trying to grab some wins so you can brag a little bit about yourself, but you can keep fighting for our kids and looking like we talked about before, anywhere in that 6-8 range in the district is probably where the Vikings could sit, and that's really favorable for us because
No
that
question.
that puts us, especially with the new division format, that puts you into an opportunity where you might, play for a district championship in your second game,
And
what have you.
a
But
first game home game, right?
yeah, you got your first two potentially, depending
Yep.
on how you want to place yourself on the bracket, and that really does play well for us. That third, if that third game would probably get us on the road from there, but exciting for the Vikings, exciting to see
Great.
what we're going to do as we end up the stretch here.
Yeah, it's been a great season for baseball. Good luck with that. And then seed meetings this weekend.
Yeah,
So let's go over to softball. I know they competed hard all year. I know you've been very proud with the way they're coming together. It just fallen a little bit short, but they have a busy week traveling up to Mason tonight. Let's see. Then, wow, a whole week of GMC play looks like hosting Middletown on Wednesday, Oak Hills on Thursday, Sycamore on Friday, all home games, which is great. So hopefully they can get on a run. And they had their seed meeting this last weekend. They'll take on the Eagles at Walnut Hills at
yeah,
Walnut on May 14th. So
yeah.
let's talk girls softball.
Yeah, once again, you're right. I mean, we're sitting there and we've had 2 wins on the season so far, which again, we all want to see that record change, and that record will change. I believe in them, but I just like the way the girls continue to scrap, and they're going to battle tonight over at Mason. Kind of same situation, losing the game Friday night due to weather will shove us this coming Friday night with the Sycamore game here. We'll recognize our two seniors prior to that game. So it's going to be a really great night Friday night. And then the senior class is doing a senior sunset little event after our baseball game up at the baseball field. So should be a great night for Princeton fans to come out and watch some great softball, watch some great baseball, celebrate the class of 25. Looking forward to that. We've got some really good home games this week, like you talked about, Rob, with Middletown, Oak Hills, and then Sycamore to close us out for the week. So looking forward to that. And then, like you said, we jump right in right away with the 14th seed. We'll play Walnut Hills to kind of get the sectional tournament started, which in my opinion, that's a winnable game, and then we turn around and we battle. If we advance, we play Fairfield in the second round, but you know what? We took Fairfield 7 innings at our place. So, anything can happen once you reach the tournament. It's just a matter of finding the right groove, but still, Coach White and his team and our girls have done a great job this year and looking forward to some good softball this week.
Yeah, good luck to them with the girls. Let's go over to girls lacrosse. They've been, like softball, competing hard, learning the game. The GMC girls lacrosse is so tough this year, and they just got to keep working. It'll come.
Yeah.
They have traveled to Lakota East on Tuesday, up to Alter, Archbishop Alter on Wednesday, and then that'll be the week for the girls. And I'm sure they're learning the game and want to finish the season strong.
Yeah, they are. And I believe that Sycamore match that we lost due to weather on the 29th of April, I think that got actually moved to the following week to May 12th, Monday the 12th. So I think that's going to happen as well. But, I'm going to try to run up tomorrow and catch the girls at East. Alter is doing a super nice thing for our kids because it's their senior night. So they're going to recognize our seniors as well. So excited for that and happy for the girls.
That's a nice gesture.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. And just happy for the season and the way they've played. And so that's just really good for us and looking forward to, it's good. It's doing good. So continued good things for the Lady Vikes on the lacrosse field.
Yeah, good luck to them. Let's go to the hard court, boys tennis. They are, let's see, playing about 500 on their matches, and it's almost tournament time. I think GMC's this weekend, and they'll finish this week out, let's see, hosting West Claremont, the Wolves from West Claremont at Princeton, and then hosting Lakota East, which is a rescheduled match from April 29th on Thursday. So somewhat busy week and getting ready for GMC tournaments this weekend.
Yeah, and I really don't know how we're going to do it all because once again, West postponed, delayed, trying to get it all rescheduled,
right.
Which is going to be just interesting to see. But we were supposed to host the city tournament, the Coaches Classic this weekend. Obviously, that got rained out. I think Coach picked up a match in the Coaches Classic for today.
Oh, great!
Going back and forth on a whole bunch of text messages and emails. I think we're actually going to try to play a match or maybe even two here today, nice. Weather permitted. And then, we'll hit this Saturday. The GMC will start this Saturday. And I think we got a shot to get a couple kids into that semifinal round there and see where that plays out. But, the thing about it is we're right kind of in the middle of the pack in the league, which means you're kind of in the middle up end of the district because of how deep our tennis is in the league. And yes. That's really a great testament to what's going on for our conference and Coach Mulhall and what he's trying to get them to go through and battle and persevere. So it was really nice last week. We had a great day of tennis and celebrated our seniors against Talawanda. Came up short, as we did, but still had a great opportunity there. And then, like I said, we're going to try to finish these matches. It's an ideal dream is to get all your league matches in before the conference tournament. Whew. I just don't know if we're going to be able to.
Right.
But he's sure as heck's going to try. So, we want to get that done. Then we want to head over to Mason on Saturday and just have a great day of tennis starting at 9:00 in the morning.
Perfect. Good luck to boys tennis as they squeeze a lot of matches in this week. Let's go to track and field. Looks like we have a JV Invitational at Hamilton on Tuesday. Travel up 75 to Welcome Stadium on Saturday for the Roosevelt High School big meet that they have. And then, next week is GMC Championships at Mason.
Yeah, and I want to do just real quick. I want to talk about two things real quick, Rob. I want to talk about 7th grader Adrian Knox from Princeton Middle School.
Okay.
She competed up at the Monroe Middle School invite last week. and she ran in the 100-meter hurdles and set a record time of 14.78. She also was on the 4x1, and they also broke the middle school record as well at 50.17. So Adrian Knox is a little speedster for the Vikings that's coming right around the corner. And then senior Greg Williams for the Vikings, they were at the Milford Invite last week. And I don't hold this to me, but I believe the longest standing track record we have was the boys discus, and it was set in 1967 until the other day when we were over at Milford. Senior Greg Williams threw 172.4 to set a new school record. And I mean, I don't know where 172.4 is going to sit right now on the state side of things, but I'll take it.
Amen.
I'll take it. And I'll take that. I'll take that in the district, and I'll take that to get him out of the region. I think that's very impressive. But one of the longest standing records we've had here broken last week over at Milford. And that's just, we're extremely excited and very impressed and happy for our Vikings there. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Yeah, that's great. Let's switch up and wrap things up this week, Coach, with boys volleyball. Coach Duckworth's Vikings playing about 500 ball in a very tough GMC conference. It's fun to watch the level of play for boys volleyball each year, how it's just getting better and better. A huge win last week at West for the team. And this week, traveling to Kings tonight and then hosting the Eagles from Milford on Wednesday to wrap up the regular season. Unless there's, I don't think they had any rainouts. So, but yeah, regular season's winding down for volleyball.
I felt like there were some rainouts a couple times. I'll be honest with you, Rob, but no, we didn't, fortunately. But yeah, we're waiting to see. We're going to try to. We've got Kings, like you said, Kings tonight at Kings. We're trying to get Mount healthy here tomorrow night as well, and then Wednesday with Milford, and then boys volleyball had their seed meeting last night or yesterday afternoon as well. And they'll head over to Walnut Hills, just like softball, on Wednesday, May the 14th, and they'll take on the Eagles of Walnut Hills in the OHSAA tournament as well. So, got a shot there.
No question.
Kind of strong. I know. Yeah. I mean, the kids have a shot. And here's the beauty of it right now. Prom's behind us, so we had that this weekend, and so we can take our mind off that now. And it was a gorgeous prom. I will say that it was beautiful. I had a chance to go for a little bit, and it was super nice. But get that behind us. Graduation is in front of us, and we all know that. And so end of course exams are starting to wrap up.
Okay.
Seniors are starting to finish. I believe they've got maybe a week of school left, or maybe 10 days, something to that effect. But, you finish out this week right here on a high note. And even if you can grab 2 of 3 out of that, kind of like win the series, if you will, something that the Reds struggled with this weekend, but win the series and then roll into the tournament and grab yourself a win in the tournament to start it or 2. And then you never know what can happen. But we've got a lot of highlights here coming as we lead into graduation and the end of the year. And really excited for what the future holds for Princeton boys volleyball.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and I've seen both squads, Walnut and Princeton, this year, and that should be a heck of a match. But I think Vikings can prevail if they.
Yeah, I do too, and I agree with you, Rob. I think it could be a really good opportunity for them.
Yeah, that's great. Well, good luck to Coach Duckworth and the Viking boys volleyball. Coach, as always, thank you for your time. We'll go again next week and get everything wrapped up for regular seasons. Have an awesome week. Hopefully the rain allows us to get a lot of things in, and I'll touch base with you next Monday.
Yes, sir. Take care, bud.